I actually got it on the first try this time. Maybe.
We'll find out.
I'm not seeing any picture. What is going on?
I love it.
Oh, there it is. Think we got it?
Where's Chet?
Huh? It's there. Nobody in the chat yet, but there will be.
They're waiting for us because we're late.
Right. Hey, we're only, what, 2 minutes late this time?
No, 4. Well, yeah, 4.
Getting better.
It's showing you go back and it's showing you going back and forth.
Alright, so go over to the other. Today's, or the soup of the week. I know what soup du jour is, which is soup of the day. I don't know how to say soup of the week in French. I basically don't speak any French at all, so. Anywho.
What is this doing?
What is what doing?
Why is it doing that? That's where you were cooking sandwiches.
What? Yeah, I know. I have no idea. Close that out. This is the live stream.
Okay, one more time. Let's look and get a cutting board now.
Hopefully. This has got to work, peeps. I don't know. I'm not touching it. Something.
Up next to 5 seconds.
Why is it? So it's saying we already made a stream, but it says I'm still live. What?
You haven't done anything. You didn't even hold on. Did you not turn off Pearson last night or something?
I mean, there's the stream right there.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, Herbie. Sorry, for some reason it's saying that the stream doesn't exist, but I mean clearly it does.
You're here. Ooh, that looks nice.
Turn down the music. All right.
Let's see if I can go back and forth between them.
Okay.
And it didn't work out. Okay, this is looking kind of normal. Okay, I think we're okay now.
All right, music's good now.
Good
Hopefully.
morning.
Good morning.
Afternoon, wherever you are.
Are you on the cutting board?
Yes.
All right. Soup of the week is Zuppa Toscana. It is a knockoff from, what's the name of that place?
Well, Olive Garden makes it, but it's an Italian soup.
Yeah, it's an Italian soup. So, the ingredients: bacon, Italian sausage, you can use spicy or mild, 2 large onions, diced up, 8 cloves of garlic minced, 5 pounds of potatoes. You can use reds, golds, or russets. I've got a mixture of reds and golds in this one, cut into 1/2-inch cubes. 2 packs of kale, And we had a little bit of spinach left over, so I'm going to throw the spinach in there so it doesn't go to waste. And then you got 2 cups of heavy cream, 6 cups of stock, which can be chicken, beef, or vegetable, 3 cups of milk. And then seasonings, we've got 2 tablespoons of crushed red pepper flake. You can use more or less depending on your heat tolerance. 2 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. The flour is used to thicken it up a little bit. And then we have a cup of Parmigiano Reggiano. And then of course salt, pepper, and taste at the end.
Herbie says, "Where are my pancakes?"
No pancakes
Laugh
today.
out loud.
We're going to have to do a pancake stream at some point, I
we do.
know.
We have to do pancakes.
So those are all the ingredients. I'm just going to slide them out of the way for now. Except for the ones that I need. I'm going to need those in a minute. Pepper, salt.
How's the music level now, Herbie?
Barely hear it. Good. Then I need
Much better.
I'll need 3 cups of milk after I use that cream. So, in the first we go with a bacon. Sizzle. We're going to crisp up the bacon. If I use, you want that? If you use Italian sausage, you'll have to strain the fat off of the bacon and keep the bacon off to the side and retain the fat just in case you need it. Because whenever you cook the Italian sausage, whether it's spicy or whether it's mild, it's going to have its own fat as well. I'm using deer meat that I turned into an Italian sausage. So it's not going to have as much fat as traditional Italian sausage would have. So we're going to have to keep some of the fat from the bacon in the palate to help the deer meat out. Otherwise the meat in this dish would be very dry and not very good. Not tasty at all.
Cat says, "Woo, food!"
Cat! So Cat, how was your coffee? Hopefully it was delicious. Oh, and now, Cat. Exactly what I needed, thanks. That's awesome. Okay, there's always been this confusion about the pronunciation of my name. It is Enochius. It is derived from Enoch, from the Bible, who was taken up in a chariot of fire by God before he died. I think that would be a great way to go. So Enochius, broken down, means from or related to Enoch. So that's where it comes from. Enochius. So maybe we won't have so much confusion. Not sure how that can get relayed to oh yeah, you're right.
Correction.
Major. Yeah, there is a correction there. Enoch was Methuselah's father.
Noah's grandfather.
Noah's grandfather, right. Got my characters mixed up. Elijah was taken up in a chariot of fire.
It's all good.
It is all
That's
good.
what I'm here for. I'm your fact checker.
Right.
She said, "Gotcha."
Gotcha. So, get this bacon crisped up. The next thing that goes in will be the Italian sausage, or in my case, deer meat that's been spiced to taste like a hot Italian sausage. We like the spices. Of course, I got almost a tablespoon of crushed red pepper flake right there. What you got?
She says, yeah, Major still gets called Maj, but I didn't know it was short for Major.
Oh. Funny, funny. I'm wondering if he got his treadmill finally this week. I know it wasn't there Thursday. I say it got sent back to Amazon myself.
It's at the neighbor's house and they didn't just give it back.
Yeah, really? The neighbors decided they wanted one.
Yeah. Call Amazon and get you another one.
That'd be a good idea, probably.
No. Disclaimer, we would not do that.
Oh, gosh. So for lunch is the Mediterranean Power Bowl with pork. There's going to be a lot of knife work because there's a lot of vegetables that go into it. Very little cooking, actually. The only thing I have to cook is the rice, the quinoa, and the pork, and then I'm going to roast some vegetables. Some of the vegetables are roasted, some of the vegetables are raw.
Cat says, fingers crossed, he's going back and forth to the post office.
Yeah, I just don't see the post office in the U.S. They generally don't deliver large packages like that. It's usually third party or UPS because they have an agreement, or not UPS. Yeah, UPS.
Yeah, but theirs might be different.
No, he's here in the States.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Cat's in Scotland, but Major's here in the States.
Yeah, that is weird.
So, where'd my little spatula go?
Right there.
So this is the quinoa. We used white quinoa and red quinoa mixed. If you've never had quinoa, give it a try. Has these, whenever you eat it, it kind of pops. These little pops in your mouth. Delicious stuff. And then of course the brown rice. I got this started early because it takes so freaking long to cook.
Cat says, yeah, I think they're in Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's wrong with it.
That's what's wrong with it. We won't go there.
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
So the nice thing about the Zuppa Toscana soup is it's a one bowl marvel. Everything, no other dishes have to be dirtied outside of maybe a couple of pots that you gotta, or pans, bowls that you gotta put stuff in. But as far as cooking, it's all done in one pot.
Yeah, and that's a little trick too to keep grease from splattering everywhere, to do it in the bottom of the soup pot like that.
Yeah. Unless you just like cleaning your range top.
50 million times.
50 million. And one. Quinoa takes about 30 minutes or so. The brown rice, I don't know, anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks. But
yeah, it's okay. We have to end the hate of the rice.
Yeah,
it really is good.
Yeah, it's delicious. But we learned last week on the rice, if you heat it up, get it boiling, and then put it on the back eye on a low heat and just let it go. It turned out really good. Really, really good.
Bacon.
All right, you have to picture in your mind the smell of frying bacon, and you got it. That's what this is. Probably take my glasses off so I don't get a film of grease over the top of them. Okay? So all the grease that's in there from the bacon, I'm going to leave it in there because I need it for the deer meat.
The crispy bits.
The crispy bits. I think it'll turn out just dandy. Get it good and foamy. Get all the water boiled out of it or cooked out of it. Just have nothing but flavor. Let's not go there. Alright, the quinoa is boiling. Give it a stir. And we're going to bring it over here on this back eye on this side. Because I'm going to need that eye for the pork chop in a little while. Get a little refill on the coffee.
Go ahead.
Set it over there. It won't be in the way. Oh, delicious. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. And all them little bits that you see down there in the bottom, all that'll come off whenever I start adding the liquid. And just add to the flavor of this dish. So tasty. Now the bacon's about 3/4 there.
Yeah, I think we do need a lot for that.
Yeah, do y'all think it could do with a little more light on this one, on this camera?
So you can see
over the stove.
into the stove, the bowl.
We've got an extra light over here on the cutting board. Just enough to kind of help knock down some shadows.
I can go old school with a flashlight.
There you go. Have that yellow flashlight look to it. Alright, so once that gets to about 3/4, we're going to dump in the Italian sausage, or in my case the deer meat. Again, if you're using Italian sausage, you would take the bacon out, strain the grease off of it, retain the grease on the side, and just keep the bacon set aside for going back into the dish. And then you would cook the Italian sausage, spicy or sweet, whichever. You would drain it off to get all the fat out of it as well, and set it to the side for later use. Or you could put it in an aluminum foil lined bowl, set it in the refrigerator, let it solidify, and then just fold the foil over the top of it and throw it in the trash as a solid chunk. Whatever you want to do, but I would definitely hold on to the bacon drippings because you could use those to saute the vegetables that are coming up. See, just like that, all that oil that was in there is getting absorbed into the deer meat. And I'm just breaking it. I need to get one of those smashy things that's got the flat head on it to
More toys for the kitchen.
bust this stuff up.
Right? You're gonna have to translate them more into side smashy thing.
It's a smashy thing. It's a masher, a separator, I don't know what it's called.
It's a multi-tool.
It's a multi-tool. Alright, once that gets going, starts getting a little color on it. You just want to bust it up as best you can, whether it's whatever type of sausage you're using. You just want to break it up into little pieces. And with the onion, put the onions in there and get them softened up. Continue to break the meat up. This doesn't seem like it has a lot of seasoning in it, but with the Italian sausage that comes seasoned, there's a lot of flavor that's in that. And you're using 2 pounds of it, so you get a lot of flavor out of that. Then you're basically just bringing everything together with some salt and some pepper, garlic, and of course the heat comes from the crushed red pepper flakes. I was trying to remember the last time I made this. It's probably been 6 months, maybe.
At least. It's one of those things where we made it
A lot, yeah.
with like 3 different kinds of meat, and then we were like, okay, we've got to chill out a little bit.
Yeah. So we got that. And we're going in with our garlic. This is 8 tablespoons, or is it teaspoons? Teaspoons, or 8 cloves of garlic, minced up.
Or whatever you like.
Right. Or if you like more garlic, then add more garlic. This also is it's normally an 8-portion recipe, but we like it so much and it's got to last through the week that I doubled the recipe. So the standard recipe is 8 portions. This is 16, and it'll get us through the week. Because our daughter will take it to work, our son will eat it for lunch, my wife will take it to work, and I'll take it to work. And good stuff. Let that go for about a minute or so. Let those onions or the garlic give garlic a time to bloom out a little bit. Onions soften up.
You smell good.
Go ahead and throw our seasoning in. Salt, black pepper, crushed red pepper flake. Stir that all in. Beautiful. Smell is something else. Herbie, you got that smell-o-vision worked out yet? Got that program figured out? Alright, next is going to be our potatoes.
Kirby said, haha, not yet.
Right.
Oh, there's fixing to be a string of.
Alright, the potatoes.
He said, no.
There's a couple different things you can do. You cut them into about 1/2-inch pieces. Yellow potatoes, red potatoes, gold potatoes. Yellow and gold is the same thing, sorry. So red potatoes, gold potatoes, or russets. And there's other potatoes out there that can be used.
Gotta be careful with russets, though.
Yeah, russets got to be careful because they can break down in the dish because it does simmer for a little while. That's why I prefer yellows or reds. But you can put them in and let them cook through in the pot, which can take half an hour or so. They're cut into 1/2-inch pieces. But what I did is I cut them, put them on an oiled baking sheet with a little bit of salt, and I roasted them in the oven. So they're already started to cook, started to soften, and it just makes it a little bit quicker as far as cook time is concerned. You don't have to wait so long for the potatoes to cook.
Cat says potatoes.
There you go. Potatoes. pose.
Now Kirby's cat, don't you start that. She said it correctly.
True that. Alright, we should be getting... Yep. Onions just have a little bit of bite left on them, which is about where we like it.
Oh yes, I love my Lord of the Ring reference. It says boil them, mash them, stick them in the stew.
Right?
Yeah, stick them in the stew, sorry.
Alright, so next, we're going to sprinkle our flour over the top. This is going to help make the thickening agent. For all the soup, because there's a quart and a half of broth, 3 cups of milk, and 2 cups of heavy cream that go in this. Might actually need a... How much did it say? It is tablespoons. Can you get the flour, please? I misread my own recipe and I put teaspoons. Because I'm pouring it in there, it just doesn't look right, so.
Cat says, we just call them toddies.
Right. Cat, have you ever had a potato fight on Minecraft, on any of the Minecrafts that you've played?
Kind of what happens when you get really bored.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with Herbie and I on the realm that we play on together with my wife. And periodically my son gets on it. We get into a potato fight, and every opportunity that I would get, I'd pelt him with potatoes.
We just couldn't stop.
Yeah, I know. It was so much fun. Alright, so now we got enough flour in there. Yeah, that looks much better. Much better. We're going to let that cook for just a minute, just to kind of cook some of the flour taste out of it. Which, with all the broth and the liquid that's going in this, not going to be that big of an issue. Alright. We go in with the chicken stock. No, wait a minute. We're using beef stock. You can use beef stock, chicken stock, or vegetable, whichever you prefer. And this is a quart and a half or 6 cups. Sorry, I don't know how many liters is that? It's on there somewhere. Just over a liter. I'm going to add about half of it. And mix it in. And this will start to make a little bit of a sauce. There it goes. And with this right here, you could put this in make like a meat pie or something out of that.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
A little bit of puff pastry.
Yeah. Then with the rest of the broth, stir that in. What's really going to blow your mind is whenever I bring the kale in. There's probably 10 or 12 cups of kale that go in this. Alright, next we're going in with our potatoes. I guess this is technically would be like a stew, so you can smash them. You can mash them. You can put them in a stew.
Herbie says the groundhog said, Hugs of Tony Field said 6 more weeks of winter.
There you go.
Shoot him.
It really hadn't been that bad.
No, it had. It's just, 9 degrees last week.
Yeah, that was a little cold.
Cat says tell Phil to change his mind.
Right? It's his prerogative. He can change his mind if he wants to. Alright, we're just going to let that heat up. Because like I said, the potatoes, I roasted them, so they're pretty much done. Did it more, I guess, more for like a time saver than anything else. Because there's a lot of stuff that's got to be cooked. Quinoa is coming right along.
That looks good. And the rice. Just don't pay any attention to it.
I got to stir it every now and then at least.
Ignore it, maybe it'll behave, right?
But the quinoa looks like it's almost done.
Herbie told me no shooting the groundhog.
Right. Especially that one. You might.
Yeah, that might not be good.
Is this done already?
It's a joke, haha.
Okay. Let it go for a few more minutes. The milk. So we got 3 cups of milk. Stir that in.
Herbie says I got them handcuffs ready. Laugh out loud.
Potato in first. I'm going to let that come up a little bit, because next goes in the kale.
Cat says don't worry, I have my own set.
Alright. Cook.
Ooh.
That's a lot of kale. And then there was a little bit of spinach left over. So I diced it up. Going to put it in here as well. And you can use either spinach or kale. It doesn't have to be kale. Some people don't like it. But in this dish it is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Very fresh. Full of fiber and vitamins. Good stuff. Good for the gut.
I would imagine you could use radicchio or cabbage. I mean, not radicchio, but collards. Yeah.
Yeah, you could use any type of, well, yeah, you could. Collard green, turnip green.
Yeah.
Any type of a leafy green like that, I would think would work.
Herbie said, holy moly to the kale. That's
Like,
a big old bowl.
a big old bowl of kale. It's not the biggest bowl we have, but it's pretty close. No. The biggest bowl we have is what? Probably about 3 times that size.
Yeah, the cat will fit in it.
I can almost fit in that one.
No.
No. Looking good. So as you can tell, or probably have guessed, this is not a really soupy soup. It's got a little body to it. It's like a chunky, hearty. On a cold day, this is amazing stuff. But I just need the heat to come up, and I don't want to turn it up too high.
Yeah, Herbie says from the camera angle, the bowl looks big. It's big, but it's not the biggest one.
I don't even think the biggest one will fit on the counter.
No.
That big one's like a number 2 wash tub. The thing is huge. So, I guess this is the hard part of doing cooking streams, is you got to have some filler while you're waiting on something to come up to a certain stage so you can add the next ingredient. Of course, if I'd stop cooking stuff that has 50 million ingredients in it, I could probably do this better. But
It smells good.
good is good. Oh yeah, we need to taste right now, because if we need to add more crushed red pepper, this is going to be when we're going to have to add it. Or salt or anything else. So my bet's going to be salt. Oops.
Dang.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh no.
Maybe not.
Yeah, because you still have to put Parmesan in it, right?
Still got to put the Parmesan in it.
Oh
And
no, I like the amount of pepper that's in it. That's good, unless the kale tones that we need to.
yeah, the kale's going to tone everything down quite a bit. I don't want a mouthful of garlic. That brings back memory. That tastes just like it did the last time we made it.
Yeah.
God, that is good stuff. Now, if you try to, if you decide to give this one a shot, if you are spice intolerant, so to speak, then drop the crushed red pepper out altogether, because between the spicy sausage, or if you use a mild sausage, you can cut the crushed red pepper in half. Try that first before you go full-handed with it. But if you use a spicy sausage and cut out the crushed red pepper, you're about getting the same effect. It'll have a little bit of heat on the back end of it, but it won't. It's not painful, because I tried to avoid cooking like that, where things are so spicy that you can't hardly eat them. Because it's just, to me, it's not pleasant. I like to taste what I'm eating. Sorry, I gotta bring this out and see what it looks like. This is the quinoa. Of course, the first time I saw a package of quinoa, I tried to sound it out the way that it's spelled, and came up with quinoa. So, those are done. God, they cook fast. Let me taste it. I think they're done.
Wow. Oh, that's delicious.
As far as the rice and the quinoa in the power bowl, it can be put in there warm or even hot if you want. They're at Panera Bread, the restaurant that originally gave us this idea to make these. It's actually called a warm bowl, and it is served warm. The only thing that's going to be really truly hot in ours, or warm in ours, is the pork chop. The rice will be semi-warm, the quinoa will be semi-warm, but I guess it's like a warm salad. Delicious salad though, because there's a lot of crap that goes into it.
Kat says, I've never had quinoa. Is it like rice?
It's a grain, but it's different. It's these little, whenever they cook, they're these little balls of flavor.
It's very hard. Yeah.
They got a nutty flavor to them. The red has a stronger nutty flavor than the white does. That's why we mixed them together. But as far as cooking, it's just like rice. You rinse it off to get the dust off of it, And then it's a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 cups of liquid to 1 cup of quinoa. Throw in your salt, a little bit of olive oil. Takes about a half hour. It's really, really good, high in fiber.
It gives you a little crunch in there with the rice. It's just really good together.
Yeah, whereas you don't want crunchy rice, quinoa, when it's cooked properly, has a little bit of a pop to it. But give them a try. You never know. Delicious stuff. Oh, here we go. Getting a little bit of steam going now. So we can get the kale in there. Once you add the kale, you're pretty much on the downhill side. You just got to get the kale in there and let it wilt down. Takes about 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so. And then the very last thing, throw in some Parmesan cheese, give it a taste. Adjust your salt and pepper if you need to. Alright, kale going in.
She says, I take it doesn't have gluten in it.
Hold on a second. We'll grab the package and let you know. I don't believe it does. Oh, that's right. You're having to do all kinds of crazy stuff with your diet right now. There's a lot of kale. I think I've already said that 3 or 4 times, didn't I? She's looking, Cat. She'll be right back. Smashing the kale.
It does not say that it is.
Might have to let the fingers do the googling on that one, Cat. It doesn't say that it's not. Doesn't say that it is. There we go. You know, I might have to add a little more broth to this.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any specifics in the bags.
Nothing specific on the bag. Is that what you said? Can you get me a thing of... Oh, I still got the cream, don't I?
Yep. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. She says no gluten, no dairy, no spices, no tomatoes, technically no coffee either, but who are we kidding?
Right.
She said I'll Google it. Oh, that stinks.
It'll just be temporary, Cat. They'll get it figured out. You'll be fine. You'll be back to eating your haggis in no time. Yeah. I might have to add some more broth to this.
Okay.
Just a touch. Well, got that mixed in there pretty good.
It says just till my flare-up dies down.
I hope so. Then I hope it never comes back again.
Yep.
That is the jam. Let me put the cream in first.
Okay.
Alright, then we got a couple of cups of heavy cream. See, like this bowl, or this pot right here, would basically just be death to you.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. You're torturing me.
Because it's got everything you just mentioned in it. Holy moly. Sweet baby Jesus. Alright. I'm going to have to add a little more broth to this. It's supposed to be hearty and thick, but it ain't supposed to be this hearty and thick, so. A little more broth just to bring it down a notch.
And that's something you can always go on the fly.
Oh yeah, you got to make adjustments. Can't take it away from me. Oh yeah, that's about consistency that you're looking for. Some good looking stuff right there. Alrighty. I'm going to turn the heat down on it because we're just going to let it simmer, and then we're going to start working on the other vegetables after I stir in this Parmesan. Just want to try to get some of that heat up off the bottom of the pan. Mix in the Parmesan, 1 cup of Parmesan. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Never less, probably.
Ever. No.
Right.
No.
It'll always be a little more, for sure. Slowly incorporate that. I don't know if y'all can hear that squish, squish sound. Alright. Then we'll have the official taster. Give the broth a taste. But I think we're in there myself.
It smells like it.
It smells delicious. Survey says
Salt.
salt.
Nothing else, so. It was just all that liquid. Honestly, nothing else. Did you taste?
I haven't yet. I'm fixing to. Yeah. We can add more broth to it and that heavy cream.
I can't believe nothing else but salt.
Right. A couple of pinches of salt.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3. and a dash. Over the shoulder for good luck. I'm just going to let that salt sit on top and dissolve down through. Grab the cap. The lid. Get it off these leaves right quick. Pop the top on it. Go with a low on that. Set a timer just so I don't forget. I don't want it to cook too long. Give it 15. Check on our rice. Looks like it's coming along. There's a piece of rice that didn't come out of the hole. Still got the casing on it.
Ew, that would have been pleasant.
Would have been crunchy for sure. Alright, so that's good there. The rice is going. Bump the heat up on that just a touch. Now we're going to start by making hummus. Try to get the noisy stuff out of the way first. Maybe. Round one. Again, hummus can be store-bought. You don't have to make your own. But I think anybody that's been here for more than a couple of streams know that I do have a tendency to make most of my own stuff. So, in the mixing bowl, we've got 2 cans of chickpeas. I keep half of a can of liquid to go into it. And then we've got, do that a little shimmy shake. 4 cloves of garlic. Again, more or less, depending on your taste.
She said it's a baby blender. We've got one smaller than that.
Oh, she hadn't seen the baby. Oh, you want to see the baby, the baby. It's the baby.
This is a baby blender.
This is the baby blender.
For food processing.
I love this thing. It's a mincer chopper. Stuff that I used to spend a lot of time mincing up and chopping up by hand. You know, it takes 15-20 seconds in that thing, and it's just a beautiful mince. Let's see, salt. And I'm gonna need the olive oil.
Which one?
The good one. The better one, I should say.
They're both good.
A couple of good pinches of salt. And this is, of course, a garlic. This is going to be a garlic. What am I making?
Hummus.
Hummus. This is going to be a garlic hummus. We toyed with the idea of making a roasted red pepper hummus because there's roasted red peppers on the dish. But I think they'd look better on the plate.
No pepper?
No.
Okay.
And I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil over the top to get it started, and then we'll have to add more to get it to the right texture. We'll give you a headphone warning before I hit the button on this. So if you want to turn your headphones down, because I'm probably not going to talk a whole lot while this is mixing, because it does take at least a couple of minutes to make.
Kind of pointless.
Hey, I didn't drop the masher thing.
Woohoo! Day's not over with yet.
I'm about to get this cooking thing fired up. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to get the camera on there so you can see the texture of this.
No. Okay, I got you.
This is just to keep the cutting board from sliding around. Highly recommend it. Alright, can you see down in there good? Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Headphone warning. It does take a minute. You got to get all the lumps out. Or you can have chunky hummus. There's nothing wrong with that. Add a little bit of water to it just to help it. would smooth that out a little bit more, but I think we're good there. Give it a taste. Salt?
Imagine that.
I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not. Maybe the garlic's just hitting me like salt. Weird, ain't it? Garlic has a, raw garlic like this has a little bit of a naturally salty taste to it, so it's kind of, and there's so much in here.
It needs some sort of pepper.
Well, give me the pepper then. Do you want crushed red pepper flake, cayenne, smoky chipotle, paprika? Pick a pepper. Pick a peck of pickled peppers. So we're going to go in with a little smoky paprika because the wife said so. And Herbie, I know you're not married yet, buddy, but yeah, if your wife says to do something, you pretty much do it.
And some pepper.
Yeah, we eat a lot of paprika, so it has its own little bowl. Throw a little bit of black pepper in there just for some heat. Probably should have used crushed, fresh ground. All right, headphone warning. Back in for another taste.
Kat says, I love paprika and garlic. Yes.
Well, there you go. Okay, that's stupid good. More salt. No, we don't need to put any. What do you want? You want more heat?
Yeah.
Get the cayenne would mix better, otherwise we'll have chunks of crushed red pepper flake. You want me to grab it?
Yeah, I can't reach it.
Alright. More red heat. More heat, so we're going in with some cayenne pepper. It's not the hottest thing we have in the house, but it's pretty close. So about a teaspoon maybe?
Mm-hmm. Put a little more salt in there.
Yeah, a little more salt. Alright, headphone warning. I'm not even going to taste it. I'm just going to let her taste it. Is that to your liking, baby?
Yeah, I think so.
Now I'll taste it. So do you like hummus, Kat? Do you like all the stuff that's in it? Alright, so the hummus is done. I'm going to pass that off to my taster. Get this out of the way. Get the mixer put up. And then it's time to start working the vegetables.
What about the sauce, the tzatziki sauce?
Oh yeah, there's the yogurt tahini sauce. I almost forgot about that.
Tahini.
We'll do that one now. So we're going to set that over there.
She says, I do. Likes hummus.
Cool. So we're going to make a Did we pull a bowl? No, we didn't. Sorry for the noise. I think I might be able to do this quietly. I thought we had pulled out a bowl, but we didn't. So. Trying to pull out a bowl. I heard a vibration. Do what? Get all the utensils we're going to need. We need that. We need that.
Yeah, show them what I had to do to the bowls.
Oh. Yeah. We noticed in our first stream that we did a few weeks back that every time I would touch a bowl, it made this loud clanging noise. So we tape down these little handles now so it doesn't make that noise. I mean, it's, an easy fix and it works. So, why not?
Multi-uses for medical tape.
Need the tahini and the yogurt.
It's back there.
Tahini, yogurt, the lime. Gonna need another one after that, and garlic. A lime. Sorry, I know that was loud. And salt. That's right. Cool. All right. Oh. And a little spatula. One little spatula. And then I'll need a whisk in a minute, but not right now. So, Greek yogurt and tahini sauce. Greek yogurt, a little bit of slightly acidic, but it's good stuff. So, we're going to need 3/4 cup of the yogurt.
Kat says 4 more followers and you can get affiliated.
Sweet. Thanks for checking that. I know I had 41 for like ever. Yeah, I think I've got the hours in. I've got the days in, and I just need the followers and the concurrent views or that word.
Yeah.
The peoples that watch. I got the peoples that watch.
Right.
Of course, if I don't get somebody in on this one, then it's going to drop me below an average of 3. But whatever. What is that for? Oh, soup.
Stove.
I think it's just a timer for the soup. So 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt. Bonk. Get that out of there. Misplaced my measuring spoon somewhere. And then tahini. I can use that one. I'll make it work. Tahini is it's sesame paste, sesame. I don't know how do you describe it. It's ground sesame seeds. It's like peanut butter, except it's
Lighter.
Sesame seeds, and it's a whole lot lighter. For sure. Oh, that carrot get me. What is it?
Half. 1 teaspoon.
Yeah.
1 teaspoon.
But it is a bear to get it shook up.
Can we stir it? Go to there.
Cool. It's not as thick as peanut butter, of course, but still the liquids and the oils and the solids, yeah, of course. Get off my finger. Get the bottle opened up.
Eventually.
It is delicious. Yeah, eventually you get the bottle opened up. So, then we got a 1/4 cup of tahini.
See, it looks like really thin peanut butter.
Yeah. Good stuff, though.
It is really good.
Try not to make too much of a mess. Get all that goodness out of there.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Litties.
a little bit of, thank you, garlic. Calls for 2 cloves. So I'm going to put in about a tablespoon and a half. Of minced garlic. Our place where we normally buy our organic garlic cloves from, still don't have them back in stock. And then we have a teaspoon of salt. We'll hold that off, just in case we need more.
I don't know if I'd do the tahini in a cheesecake.
You might have to back off one of your liquids,
Right.
but it might work. And then lime juice or lemon juice. For some reason this go around on this one we decided to go limes instead of lemons, but it's 4 tablespoons, which with the size of these limes is going to be half, and plus maybe another 1/4. So I'm not going to squeeze this one all the way through. Like that. And we might add more into it. Just depends on how it tastes. I really am trying not to make a whole lot of noise, I promise. I got it.
Okay.
That's a good idea, though. But simple. Throw it together. Mix it up. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Lime squeezy, I guess, in this case, huh? And we got that. Give it a taste. I'm just going to put it on my fingers so give my taster a taste. My bride.
After I get through sneezing in the pantry. Oh.
That, for being so simple, delicious. God, that is good.
With stevia, probably.
A little sweet, I think. What about honey?
Yeah, here. Do it on the taster spoon, make sure.
Whoa. Alright, hold on, let me switch cameras. Alright. Sorry about that. I gotta open up the cupboard that the camera is mounted to. Okay. Taster spoon. So what she's thinking, and I was thinking the same thing, we actually talked about this last night, is the tahini, because there's really nothing sweet in here at all. And we're just going to put a little drop of honey on here to taste. For her to taste. For her over there to taste. But I think a little honey is going to do wonders. Yeah.
Yeah, here.
No, I believe you.
Oh, God.
So,
Yep.
we're going to put a drizzle of honey, maybe, what, tablespoon
Yeah.
of honey.
So we got the feta cheese going and all those vegetables and probably a lot of olives and all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's, I guess, one of the biggest things that anytime I talk to somebody about cooking is, I mean, you have a recipe, make it by the recipe and then adjust it. I mean, if you like more garlic and stuff, you can add more garlic.
So going back to the cheesecake, if you were going to use the tahini itself as a topping and add honey to it,
it'd be too thin. Well, you could make it
as a drizzle topping.
It'd be a drizzle, yeah. That'd be really good. That'd be really good.
Ooh, and you know what else? You could sprinkle some pistachios on that, on like a white chocolate cheesecake.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Man.
That's that.
Okay, honey makes it better.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh.
We'll switch. Alright, going back to the soup because the soup's fixing to come off. And that way I can put the honey up as well. Alright, back to the Zuppa Toscana. We're just going to stir that in. You see the kale is wilted down. Big part of that is making sure you turn your heat way down before you add the kale. If you leave your heat up and you put your kale in there, it will turn brown. I promise you.
Now all you need is just some garlic bread to go with it.
Some cheesy garlic bread or garlic knots.
Yeah.
Or some garlic and cheese cheddar and garlic biscuits. Yeah, boy. Some flatbread. Garlic cheese flatbread. So, one last taste of the soup and then it's going to go bye-bye. So this one, on this taste, we can get a little bit of everything. So the taster can have a little bit of everything. So we got a little bit of green, get a little bit of patati, and some of the meat right there. Let's see, what am I missing? I got bacon, I got the deer meat, got a potato, got a little bit of the kale, maybe a little more kale.
Yummy.
Alright, so as soon as she gives a thumbs up on that, uh-oh.
What?
I hit the whisk. I didn't mean to, I meant. Alright, so we got yogurt tahini sauce. Kind of like
Hit it with a little more salt.
splattered all over the place. Hit it with more salt. She likes her salt. Hit it with the salt. Punch it right in the face. 2 more teaspoons maybe. And I think we'll call that done. Stir that in. Alright, give this a taste right quick. that off, back in.
Yep.
Okay. That's done.
In the fridge.
Close that, turn that off. It can go in the Frigidator. Say goodbye to the Zuppa Toscana. Get this lime out of the way. These out of the way. Measuring spoons, I don't think I need them. Just set them to the side. We're going to bring the cutting board back over because we're fixing to start cutting a whole bunch of vegetables.
Spatula.
Spatula.
Rinse it.
Spatula. I don't think I need it. All right. I need that pan. Put olive oil on it and smear it around if you don't mind. Brussels sprouts. Got any big fans of Brussels sprouts out there? Probably
Would
not.
be if you eat ours.
Right?
With the Atlas.
No, you can use the other one if you want to. Just to keep it from sticking, basically, is the only thing I'm worried about. Not looking for flavor. Yeah, it's the hummus. If you're going to make it, I do recommend that you use a higher quality olive oil because it does take quite a bit. You know, the olive oil that you would use for cooking stuff in a pan and stuff like that, it will work, but it has a tendency to be a little bit bitter whenever it's raw. Just a suggestion, I guess. So Brussels sprouts, we're just going to cut them dudes in half, cut the bottom off of them, trim them up, take any brown leaves or black leaves off.
Is that good?
Yeah, perfect. So we're going to be roasting three things, which are the Brussels sprouts, a red onion, and some sweet potatoes. Brussels will go in first because they take a little bit longer. So we're going to let them go for about 15 or 20 minutes or so. And then we'll come back.
What?
Garlic. Granulated garlic, yeah.
Oh, you don't need this one?
And of course, your buddy, my buddy, everybody's friend, Mr. Salt. So this part of the stream might get a little monotonous because it's just going to be me cutting up a bunch of vegetables. But they're all pretty cool looking. So now where words come into play, and sometimes words can be difficult. And I was going to do some of this ahead of time, but I decided that since there's really not a lot of cooking on this particular dish, and once you get it going, it goes pretty quick. Because assembling it is just putting a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of the other in a bowl or on a plate. I guess it doesn't have to be in a bowl. And if you don't like Brussels sprouts, like me back in the day, try this method of making them and it might change your mind.
Yeah, because they're like candy.
Yeah, roasting them like this brings out the sugars that are in the Brussels sprout.
No bit.
And yeah, they're not bitter. That was the biggest problem I had with Brussels sprouts, where they were so bitter.
Yeah, our kids never ever thought they were bitter. They love Brussels sprouts. Their friends are like, "Ooh, Brussels sprouts." I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah. And the craziest thing is if you have some left over and you put them in a container and stick them in the fridge, the next day they literally taste like candy. It's weird. It tastes like a little buttery garlic piece of candy.
Yeah.
And there's no big strange thing is there's no butter in this. There's a little bit of olive oil just to help get it coated with the seasonings. But yeah, no butter. So it's got to be something that's in the Brussels sprout that's giving it that buttery flavor.
Yeah, just like those yellow potatoes, it's the same thing, man. They just taste like you buttered them, but you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, gold potatoes just naturally have that buttery flavor to them. Oh, one more. This is going to seem like a lot of food. It is a lot of food, but this is something that will get snacked on through the week. Except for the pork chop, because I only had 4 pork chops, so I'll have to figure something out.
Well, we could do chicken. You could do any other protein.
Yeah, chicken. I don't think we've ever done it with beef. We did the deer one at one time. We've done pork. We've done chicken.
It had to be steak.
Yeah, it would have to be steak. I need that olive oil. Either one, I don't care. Because the other one's getting low. And I'm going to need the salt. I'm just hitting this with a little bit of olive oil. And again, it's just to coat it. Whoa. She's flying, boys. Caught it. Them cat-like reflexes. Here, this is granulated garlic. Just going to sprinkle some over the top. Just an even coat over the top. Yeah. And then just an even coat of salt. Salt helps bring out all those goodness flavors that are in there. And then a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper. Because, you know, fresh is best. I use cracked black pepper whenever I'm doing stuff like this. When I need a small amount. Be right back. Gotta grab some more salt.
Imagine that.
So just a little layer of each of the seasonings over the top, and then toss it in again. And with them bouncing around over each other, they get coated fairly evenly. And then, let's see, how am I going to show this? Baking sheet. Put them on there. Then the tediousness begins because you got to flip them face side down. You want the face against the sheet, so as the sheet heats up and gets hot, it actually puts a little bit of crispy on there, on the face of them to start. And then whenever we pull this pan out to put the other stuff that we're going to be roasting, the sweet potato and the onion, we'll flip these over and see what they look like. And then we'll let the other side go down and get a little bit of color on it. And then they'll probably come off because we may not have enough room. I might be able to get the onion on here with it. But I know I'm not going to be able to get the sweet potato on here, and that'd be too much. And I have done these in the pan, face-side in a pan on the range top, and then go to the oven just to finish them off. That works as well. So yeah, I think I'll do the onion next. We put the onion right here.
That's fine.
Okay. And these little single leaves like this, that they get crunchy like a chip.
Yeah.
They're good.
It's Brussels sprout chips.
Yeah, Brussels chip.
Oh, they're so good.
So you just kind of scatter those around on the top. Everybody get comfy and cozy. We're all family. Alright, everybody's face down. Sweet. Lick your fingers because that's what good cooks do. And then we go in the oven. The oven's at 350. I think that's like 280 Celsius. Trying to get some of the Celsius stuff in here because I know a lot of people that watch these videos are from Europe or other countries for that matter. I think US is about the only one that's still on Imperial. So we're going to go 20 minutes. The first go around on those. Then we got a red onion. Get a bigger knife for this bad boy.
Yeah, they just got enormous.
Get it on the steel.
Clinking warning.
Yeah, sorry about
A
that.
little late.
Nothing worse than a dull knife. This is a big boy. It's a big boy. Big boy.
There was some bigger than that.
Was it really?
Yes, they were huge. It's like, okay, what happened with the red onions?
No doubt. Imagine taking a slice of that and just grilling it down.
Yeah.
Putting it on top of a hamburger.
Yeah, just like that. That's what we need to get next time for smash burgers.
We're going to take the outside, the very outside off.
The oven is at 350.
Oh, that's the preheat. Sorry. Get some of this out of the way. I doubt y'all can see that, but there's little pieces of the skin on here. So get those out of the way. Rinse the knife off. Peel that little skin off. Cut it in half. Slices. We're going to leave these kind of chunky because we are going to roast them. So So the same bowl that I used for the Brussels sprouts.
Uh-oh, it got away.
One of them tried to take off on me. We're going in there with it. Again, we're going to do the same process. A little bit of olive oil. Coat everything. Try to break them up a little bit. Chase them around the bowl. A little bit of granulated garlic.
Yeah, it's like one of those centrifuge
Yeah.
rides at the fair. They sling you to the outside.
A little bit of salt.
Yeah, which just went to the fair.
The peppermill. Oh no. And just a little bit of cracked black pepper. I know I'm using the same seasonings for everything, but because of the vegetable that it's going on, it has its own inherent flavors. You just help bringing those out and accentuate it. Plus, we really love garlic. So I'm not sure if I've said that during this stream or not, so I want to make sure I get it out there.
One more time.
We love garlic. So that's the onions. They're going to go in the pan with the. They're going to go in the pan with the Brussels sprouts here in about 15 minutes or so. But we got other veggies that we need to work on, so we're going to set these to the side and bring out Mr. Sweet Potato and his cousin, the other sweet potato. And get the peeler out. Peel this down. Fascinating, isn't it? It's like the coolest thing ever.
Actually, it is one of those things just to watch. Mesmerizing.
Yeah. Mesmerizing. And this is, as far as these power bowls are concerned, not only can the proteins be changed out, but the vegetables can be changed out. I call this one a Mediterranean because a lot of the stuff that we're using are Mediterranean. A lot of the ingredients that we're using are Mediterranean. But you could make a Mexican warm bowl, a Spanish warm bowl. You can even, I'm not sure how you make a Scottish warm bowl, but I'm sure there's something, some way. Not overly familiar with Scottish food, Scottish cuisine outside of haggis. I mean,
you just like to say the word.
It's a cool word, haggis. Never had it. I would probably try it. I'd try pretty much anything. Pretty much. Alright, so as far as the sweet potatoes are concerned, cut this down, make it a little more manageable. Gonna have little chunks of sweet potato, just like everything else. It's all about the same size. Some slightly larger, some slightly smaller. Oh, missed a piece of the skin there, didn't it? We lost our music. I don't think I've said it this stream, but the music is a YouTube channel called Mr. Momo. He allows his music to be used, shared on videos on YouTube. So I use it on Twitch, and then when I upload them to YouTube, I don't get whatever that thing is called, copyright struck. Sweet potatoes. Starting to oxidize pretty quick this time. But anyway, back to what I was saying, you could put whatever you want to on these things, whatever you like, you can put on them. I've had thoughts of putting a poached egg on top, but we're not doing that. But I could see, like last week with the green enchilada sauce, I could see that in a Mexican warm bowl, have that drizzled over the top.
Yep.
That would be good.
Asian when we do that spicy Korean chicken that we...
Yeah. Oh yeah. That Korean fried chicken we made that time? Mm-hmm. That would be delicious.
Some spring onions.
So there's the sweet potatoes. They're ready to go. They will go in the bowl and they will get their loving. For right now, we gotta wait for the Brussels sprouts to get their first little taste of heat. Check on the rice, see how the rice is coming along. Uh-oh. I think we might have rice, boys. Boys and girls. Nice fluffy brown rice. Got a little bit of water left in the bottom of it. Get a little pinch. Are we going to mix the quinoa and the rice together?
Yeah.
Go ahead and bring it. Okay. Oh, yeah. I see what you're laying down over there. So we're going to add the quinoa. I don't know if this pot's big enough.
Here we go again.
This might get interesting.
Good.
I don't want the big pot. Oh yeah, we'll make this work. So we're going to add the quinoa into the rice and give it a stir together. And then we're going to add some cilantro and some lime juice as well.
Kirby said still here, just been lurking.
No worries. Appreciate the lurk. Yeah, this is a bad idea. Okay.
Whoa.
Alright. Time to break out yet another bowl. So, bring this over here, bring this over here, and yes, I checked, it's not hot. Switch. Yeah. So we're mixing the rice and the quinoa. Again, they don't have to be hot, but they're going to be, basically as your grains. Your greens go in, then your grains go in, then your meat goes in, and then you put all this good looking vegetable stuff all around the top of it. Put you a little dab of tahini on one side, put you a little dab of hummus on the one side, take the picture so it all looks good, and then you mix it all together. Sorry. In with the quinoa. Cat, are you still there? Or have you're lurking?
Yeah, she said, I'm still here just putting dinner on.
Cool. I'm gonna show you a close-up of the quinoa right quick. Wish I had more light. Well, hold on. Maybe that helps. No, not really. But you can see it's just these little
Go
beads.
to the cutting board.
Yeah. These little beads.
Hang on. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's better.
Just full of flavor. Hopefully, one day you'll be able to get into it. Back to the stove. I'll need that spatula. Something bigger besides this baby spatula for sure.
The Yellow Boy 100 says hello.
YOLO! How are you today? I can.
I'm getting it.
We're doing great. We're in the process of putting together the different ingredients that go into a power bowl. And this is brown rice and quinoa. We got done making the Zuppa Toscana soup about 20 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago. Got it in the refrigerator for the soup of the week. Now I'm mixing up the rice and the quinoa. We're going to add a few things to it to give it some extra flavor.
This is nice.
So first off, hold on, I gotta get the, there it goes. We're going to put some lime zest in it. Just to help brighten up the flavors. If you've never used the zest of citrus, give it a try. It really makes a big difference in a dish. For something so small and so tiny, it packs a ton of flavors. If I can get it, there we go. And then we're going to cut these in half, and of course we're going to use the juice out of the lime as well. Waste not, want not type of a deal. Use what you got. Whoa! She's running, boys.
Everything's trying to run away today, aren't they?
Shoot her! Sorry. I don't know how else to get this off here. It sticks to the back of it, so got to give it a tap. So you don't want to go too deep. You just want to get the outer skin off of it, kind of like that. And then I'm gonna chop her in half. Yeah. We have a little bit of the lime left from we used on the yogurt tahini sauce. We're going to finish that bad boy off. Thank him for his service and pass him along. Then we're going to squeeze some lime in there. Again, this dish is all about bright flavors. I don't know how else to describe them. They're make your mouth happy is what they do. Try to close this without making a loud noise. Then we're just going to mix that in. Added salt into the broth. Cooked it with chicken broth, the rice and the quinoa both with chicken broth and salt, a little bit of olive oil. So it should be seasoned sufficiently. But we'll find out here in a minute. And it is kind of sticky, but it's supposed to be. Give it a taste, see where we're at. If I can.
Yellow says need to go now. See you guys later.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yep, thanks. Cilantro. It's good so far.
Yep. And then,
You're gonna do that. You're not gonna.
oh, am I going to blitz it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fix to make some more noise. So we're going to get the baby mixer. This thing is, on stream, is very loud because it spins so fast. So it makes this screeching noise. I apologize in advance, but I will let you know before I hit the button. So microphone, headphones down. There's some escaping. Escape. You turn that off. No, not that part. Good. Alright, there we go. But this is a prime example of, instead of hand mincing this up, I use this little boy. Alright, so mute your microphone, or mute your headphones, because this, like I said, screeches.
Come towards the cutting board a little bit. Herbie said, if anyone is wearing earphones, turn them down. Kat says, just take my hearing aids out. Same difference. Herbie's laughing.
So, something that would have taken me probably 20 minutes, I just did in 20 seconds maybe.
They don't take him no 20 minutes.
For cilantro, it takes it. Well, yeah. Maybe.
No.
So once we get those all minced up, back into the bowl. Of course, we don't want to waste anything. So back over here to this bowl. I'm going to use my spatula, scrape them all out. They have a tendency to get sticky. And we're going to put a good bunch of cilantro in here for sure. So a good pinch of cilantro. Have a little bit left over for garnish, or if we want to add it to something else. Just a touch of salt. Mix it all together. These rubber bottom bowls are really hard to turn.
Yeah. But then you'd be griping though if it didn't. It run all over the place.
Right. So mix that in real good. And the rice and the quinoa is ready to go. One last little taster. Whoop. Again, for something that's so simple,
Yes.
it really tastes good. taster spoon. Let's see. Water off because I know that's a little bit loud. Alright, so say goodbye to the rice. Bye bye, Ricey. I'm going to put our pan on over here. Throw a little bit of heat to it just to get it start to warm up because that's what we're going to cook the pork chop in. Then we're going to get back to the cutting board. Our timer went off. Our Brussels sprouts. Oh boy. Where am I going to go with this whenever I take it out? Folks, we have officially run out of room. I can go right here on top.
Hold it up right here.
I can go right here, baby. It's cool though. Alright, so our Brussels sprouts, I want to be able to show them. Get me hot mitt. Brussels. How pretty is that? Well, I guess if you don't like Brussels sprouts, see the little chips, little Brussels sprout chips? Delicious. Okay. So we're going to check the bottom side. Yeah, boy. I believe. Now we're just going to flip them over. The onions, I'm not trying to wilt them down or get them any color on them. I'm just trying to heat them up just a little bit so it releases the flavor. Got to taste one.
Kat says, love Brussels sprouts. Unfortunately, I'm the only one in my family that does.
Right. Well, I tell you, Kat, I don't know how you prepare them, but if you try this right here, you might change their mind.
I used to have them.
Yeah, because she couldn't stand them, and I got her to try these. And they say, you know, the proof is in the pudding, I think is how that goes. These really are good.
Yes.
You want to taste her? Taste her. Gotta let the taster have a taste.
Yum.
So
Kat says he dislikes them too.
Right. Most people do because, you know, they either say they taste like little cabbages or they taste like dirt, and I can relate to both of those. But this right here tastes nothing like little cabbages nor dirt.
Right. They're delicious.
All
no,
right.
those little bitty baby corns. That tastes like dirt.
Yeah, the little Asian baby corn.
Yeah, I don't like
those do taste like dirt.
There ain't any way else to put it. Dirt.
Where'd my onions go? There they are. So, got the Brussels done. We flipped them. We're going to throw the red onion on this side over here. I'm just going to spread them out just a touch. Thusly. And then she's going back into the oven. We're going to go another about 12 minutes on those, the sweet potatoes. Take that towel off of there. Then we're going back to our sweet taters. They're going in the pan where everything else got its dress put on for it. And once again, olive oil.
You just have to see these.
Give it a toss. bit of garlic powder, not quite as much garlic on the sweet potatoes, just a touch. Salt helps bring out the sweetness in the sweet potatoes. Go a little heavy on that. And then black pepper, same amount as we did on the other two, just the dusting over the top. Give it a toss. And those are ready to go whenever the others come out of the oven. And then we're going to be cutting these in half, but
I think you can leave them whole.
yeah, they're small enough to leave whole.
Those things are wonderful.
The last time, not the last time, but there was that one time where you bit into that little cherry tomato and it shot juice all over me.
It was really good. It went right all the way down, like the left side of his face.
Yeah. So those are going to be good.
And then we all laughed.
You could, those, that's something else you could roast, is the tomatoes. But we're not. We're going to leave them raw because we want plenty of raw ingredients in this as well. Then we have an English cucumber, I believe it's called. That we're going to put this over here. And then we'll go back to the Shikoro knife. Just easier to handle on smaller objects. Play with the peeler now. And then we're going to peel this. And we're going to seed it, and then we're going to dice it. I need something to put this in. What about one of the glass bowls? More peeling. Is this stream appealing to you?
Oh my God, that was so bad.
That was awesome. That was so awesome.
No, that was bad.
No, it was really good.
That was bad.
Hush. Take my Jag jokes, please.
Here. Help him. Cat says give Gordon Ramsay a run for his money.
Okay. So, I'm going to need a spoon. Oh, wait a minute, I got the taster spoon. Never mind.
Wait, don't you want the one with the grooves in it because it's got the edge?
Yeah, that'll work.
Herbie says, oh no, here come the lame jokes.
The lame jokes? Dude, man. So, I've found that you can scoop these out with a spoon, but if you run your knife down the edge on both sides like this, it just makes it easier.
Cat says dad jokes 6 of 10.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
The dad joke counter.
Thank you. So, you know, could go back to, what's some of the oldies but goodies?
Oh no.
Yeah,
You
a
guys,
horse
please.
walked into a bar. The bartender looked at him and said, "Why the long face?" There we go. Yeah, me, all over it today.
Do we need to like the little thing that does clapping?
Right? Did that golf clap out there.
Right.
So, cut down each side, seeds, hit with a spoon, pop right out. Now you can use the seeds, like if we were making an Indian tahini sauce, you would use cucumber in it, as well as some mint and a couple of other things, but you could use the seeds to make that sauce with, because it adds extra moisture into it.
Yeah, and those seeds right now, the people have problems with cucumbers with indigestion. The seeds coming out like that does a lot.
Yeah, it does. Okay, let's see, we're done with those.
Smells cucumbery in here. Boy, that sucker smells good.
It does. So I'm going to cut these in half.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Well, I've got it on the cutting board. Are you still seeing the stove?
No, it's on the stream on the cutting board. Who's seeing the stove?
Yeah, they're all saying they're seeing the stove. Oh my gosh, okay, hang on. Let me swap back to it. So sorry guys, thanks for calling it out.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, now try.
Now he's saying the chopping board. Somebody's saying the Joe
Boost.
Boost.
Hey, Joe.
Okay, now do we see the cutting board?
Should be on the cutting board now. Boy, the delay is, there it goes. Yeah, there's like almost a 5-second delay. Cutting board?
Okay, Joe sees chop chop.
Sweet.
But what about our other two?
But I don't see how they could see anything else.
Me either, but he was saying he was seeing it and they weren't.
So bite-sized pieces like that. So Joe, how's your day going? What you been up to today?
Kat says she's still seeing the cooker.
Seriously?
Very weird.
I don't know what else we could do.
Joe says, what you making today?
Right now we're working on Power Bowl. It's like a warm bowl with pork, Mediterranean style. It's got a bunch of different Mediterranean ingredients. It's got brown rice and quinoa, red and white quinoa mixed together. We've got Brussels sprouts and red onions in the oven roasting. I'm working on the fresh ingredients right now, which is the cucumbers. And then we've got corn. I'm going to be shredding up some lettuce, some green olives, black olives. We made a tahini sauce. We made the one that I can never remember the name of. That right here. We made that right over there.
The hummus?
The hummus. We made hummus.
Okay, alright. Let's see. Joe says I've just legitimately walked in from work.
Wow.
Herbie can see the cutting board. Kat says it might not be your problem. Joe's telling her to refresh. Joe says sounds amazing. And Kat says, oh, she's got it now.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Boy, we went through all of that.
Yeah.
Before we started on this, we made a Zuppa Toscana soup, which is Italian, Mediterranean style soup with sausage and kale and potatoes and onions and crushed red pepper. What else is in there?
Hummus?
Hummus? Right.
That's what Joe says.
Hummus.
And Kat says silly twitch.
Right. So that is that. And then we've got some romaine lettuce. Whoop. Get back up there.
Everything's running away today.
Can you hand me the chef's knife, please?
What?
My chef's knife. It's over there. So this is a romaine lettuce that we're going to be mixing in with a spring mix. I think I just cut my finger.
Did you?
I did.
Oh no. You don't do that. Medic.
Ready? Hold on just a second, guys.
I know. Of course it's
Something I don't do very often, but I caught the back of my thumb on the downstroke right there.
Is this big enough?
Took a little chunker out.
Yeah, this is highly unusual for you. Like, I don't even remember the last time you did this.
Romaine with a touch of finger. That's right.
Where are we at? Oh, you did poke it. Okay, alright, boys and girls, we're back.
Alright, there wasn't a flap of skin that went into the salad, I promise. It was still stuck onto my thumb.
I think you got the hilt.
So, not something I do very often, but it does happen. Even to somebody that chops and cuts and minces as much as I do. So
it didn't stop him, he went right back to it.
That's right.
Chicken.
We got food to cook and eat. Uh-oh. That's our timers, boys. Thank you. Turn that down. Alright, we're going to be heading back over to the stove. It's off if you want to get in there closer. Taking out our Brussels sprouts and our onion. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Oh golly, those onions smell wonderful.
Alright, Joe. What's your opinion on Brussels sprouts? I usually use my nail as a guide. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I was rubbing the back of my... I usually use my knuckles as the blade guide. I don't know what happened. It's probably whenever I was adjusting.
You know, you've only been cutting crap for like 2 hours.
My motto is just eat. See, Joe knows. Let's see. What are we going to put this stuff in, babe?
For what stuff?
That. I got to have that pan for the
Okay.
the sweet taters. Sweet taters. Want them together? Give me a big spoon, please.
You can put them half on one side, half on the other.
Okay. So this is our roasted part of the dish. And then we have a fresh part, which is all the raw vegetables. These will retain some heat. They don't have to be hot whenever you put them in the dish. We've had them both ways, hot or cold. It really, truly doesn't make that big of a difference. These boys are going to share a bowl. Trying to save on dishes a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, because you know on Sundays we end up running the dishwasher like 3 times.
Usually, yeah, 3 times.
Probably should have got a silicone stack.
It's alright. I know that's probably loud, guys. I apologize.
Cat says looks amazing.
Thank you, thank you. I'm telling you, those roasted Brussels sprouts, they're life-changing. I mean, they're just life-changing. I can go back a few years. They're to die for. I hate saying that so much.
No, that's a long story. We're not going there. Anyway,
Alright, so.
Jeff says we're having fajita chicken with braised rice and tacos.
Nice.
Good. You on that cutting board? No.
Nope. Yep. Alright, so on go the sweet potatoes, and the sweet potatoes will roast up while we're doing the pork chops. So and then we got to slice some. No, we're done cutting. Are we done cutting?
Yeah, because we're not putting tomatoes. So
We got to roast.
Yay!
I need the little tiny pan.
It's in there. The little tiny.
The little stainless steel pan.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant that.
So on the sweet potatoes, just like everything else, olive oil, shake it up to get a good coating on it. Sprinkle some salt, some pepper, a little bit of garlic is what we use. You could use anything you want, really and truly.
He's asking you what that tray is made out of.
It's a
Copper.
Yeah, it's a copper coated stainless steel tray. We've had this thing for
A few years now.
quite a few years, yeah. It has seen its time and duty for sure.
He says, me like.
Right?
We've been threatening to go get an iron one
Because we have a Lodge dealer here, so.
I don't know if they know what Lodge is. He's in Europe.
Is it? Okay. Okay, it says ha 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 ha.
Alright, so a couple of pans on here.
but it's cast iron.
Get the timer set for the sweet potatoes so I don't forget. So in this one, we're going to have some pine nuts that we're going to roast. And then in this one, go ahead.
Jeff says, I haven't worked in a kitchen for years, but I still get excited about pots and pans. Yeah, that's what he gets for Valentine's Day and Christmas and birthday. Kitchen gadgets.
So we're going with a little bit of olive oil in there. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
So this is a bad thing. Your tolerance for pain. You want me to do?
Gotta change the Band-Aid out right quick, guys. Give me just a second.
You don't want dogs, do you? Jesus, just look right where it's at.
Yeah, it's right. Oh, yes. All right, cool. So, a little bit of olive oil in there. Sorry about that. And just to make sure that we have enough flavor. Where did my spoon go? There it is. We're going to take a little bit of bacon drippings.
Kat says she wants the Hexclad set,
You know, I've been looking at those.
but there's another one.
Yeah, there's, oh crap, I can't remember the name of it.
One place.
One place, yeah. Hexclad, the non-stick that they have in it has the LPBs and the hydrofluorocarbons, which I'm not really a big fan of. And the All Place,
One place.
does not, and they say they don't. Whereas Hexclad
They
won't
can.
make that disclaimer.
Right.
But
Jeff says Le Creuset, am I saying it correctly, are my go-to pans but just pricey.
Le Creuset.
He says, I'm sure they're cast iron.
Probably so. Cast iron is, I mean, it's really hard to pass up on. If you can get it good and seasoned, it almost becomes non-stick. I mean, it is amazing stuff. My grandfather had this one cast iron pot or pan that was about the size of this one. The only thing he ever cooked in it was eggs. He could scramble an egg, he could fry an egg, he could flip an egg over easy in that one pan, and it would never stick.
With that big old long fork. What is it called?
He had a meat fork.
Yeah, he did it with a meat fork.
He did scrambled eggs with a meat fork, a two-pronged meat fork.
Yeah, that was amazing.
So our meat that we're using for this are some thick cut, center cut, boneless pork chops.
He said he was just built different.
Right.
Yep, he was one of a kind.
He was that. Yeah, I think that's where I get my part of my love for food and wanting to feed people and show people how to cook is from him.
No wonder he just says, no wonder you're an epic chef.
Oh, thanks, Joe.
He says his comes from his nana.
There you go. All right, so these are obviously, because we got the sweet potatoes in, they got about 15 minutes, so I'm hoping that we'll get these cooked up in about the same time. We'll start them up here, get a good crust on them on the outside, and then they'll finish up in the oven. Pork can actually be cooked to a medium nowadays. Back in the day, you would cook it all the way through regardless and go from there.
We're done with that, right?
Yeah, we're done with this. I think we're done with the salt. Maybe, probably not.
I don't know what else it's got to go in.
So we put the lid on everything. Try to do a little bit of cleaning up.
We are done cutting, right? Yes.
I ain't cutting my hand no more. That's good.
It's like you ain't got nothing else left to do but cut your hand, right?
Yep. Get this out of the way over here. Tomatoes are ready to go, right?
Yep. We'll put the cutting board up and we'll set up the other board.
Yeah. All right, y'all just watch that pork
Pretty
sizzle
pork
away.
chops.
They are gorgeous.
Yep. Gotta love Costco. Here, you can stay right here.
Yeah, I was really surprised when I did my deep dive into Costco. Their meats are really impressive. They have their own chicken and egg farms, have their own cattle ranches, their own pig ranches. All of their lamb comes from overseas, from Australia. Nice, Joe. Nice. Now Joe's got jokes. So, right. Then we'll get this all set up and get it ready. Hopefully within the next few minutes. That goes there. That goes there.
Yeah, he says Costco strip wine is so good. It's so good a value. It is.
Yeah, I was just really surprised. You know, I figured they would be a big beef type purchaser that you know gets what they can at the lowest price. Which, I mean, with their purchasing power, I'm sure they get a really decent price anyways.
Yeah, it says we were just at Costco the other day. I got a nice big cut of salmon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's something.
This is nice. Oh, salmon, yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking about doing salmon next week. We'll see.
I'm thinking that might be the best thing without so many things to cut, right?
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, we're just going to get things set up and get it ready to plate. Gotta do these. Pine nuts. Roasting of any nut. I've always done this a certain way. I heat the pan up, get it good and hot, dump the nuts in, whatever type they are, keep them moving.
Joseph loved that sizzle.
Yes, sir.
you smell that tarragon, you smell it.
Yeah. But anyways, heat the pan up, dump the nuts in, keep them moving around, set it back down to pick up a little more heat. Just looking to get a little color on them and draw the oils out. These are pine nuts. Not sure if I said that or not. Because in this dish, the meat, there's really no crisp, but there's no textural crunch. Cucumbers maybe have a little bit of a crunch, but nothing like what this is going to add to it. Make sure the heat is off. Back into our little dish.
And this is watch like I call it. Nuts can burn so fast.
Yes, they can. Definitely don't take your hand off. See, that's where I got it, Joe, was, you know, you try, you can stand there over the pan on a lower heat and slow roast them. But as I experimented, if you just drop them in a hot pan, turn the heat off, move them around and keep them moving, and then just drop your pan down every now and then to pick up more heat, turns out beautiful. Now, boom. Boom shakalaka. That's how we do it.
You said I do exactly how you're doing them, to be honest.
Well, cool. Mix these around a little bit. We'll give them 3 or 4 minutes on the other side. Just to lock it in. That's a good sear right there. A little bit of a bark almost. I gotta cut these. We've got a lot of stuff going on over here.
We need a bigger kitchen.
We do need a bigger kitchen. Joe, we need a bigger kitchen. Herbie, bigger kitchen. We need Herbie's kitchen.
Yeah.
Big old that island y'all had in the middle. I like that. That was nice. Alright.
It only becomes a problem if you've got 20 ingredients.
Right. Alright, so they're going in the oven. Finish up. Give them about 7-8 minutes. I just ran out of things to do.
Well, no, you get to start showing them everything that's going in.
True. Let's see. Oh, I gotta cut up the red peppers.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Found something else I gotta cut right quick.
It's not his finger.
Yeah, right. It's not my finger. Put my little green towel back down so my cutting board doesn't go flying every which way. Switch the cameras back. Cutting board comes back out. One ingredient that I forgot.
Right here.
Thank you.
You need a little fork.
I think I should be able to just pull it out. And there's little fire roasted red peppers. A little bit of sweet. Shouldn't be hot. Just have a good pepper taste.
This, or you want something different to put it in?
Oh, that's fine. And these, we're just going to slice them. Put them in a little dish. Just little ribbons of fire roasted red peppers. I really don't know how I cut the back of my thumb, because this is how I chop right here. It must have been whenever I grabbed the lettuce. Yeah.
I think you've got it with the back end of the blade. Because it looks like a punctual one.
Oh no, it was a slice. It's one of those where I actually watched it slice my fingers. Like, oh, that's good stuff. Anyways, these are organic Davina roasted red peppers. Got these at Costco, right?
No.
No?
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. A branch of Amazon. Imagine that. I'm wondering how long before government step in on Amazon.
Right.
Say you get a little bit too big for your britches. All right, cutting board's going away again. That's
Spoon's back here.
get our green sheet out of the way. Just a little non-slip pad to keep stuff from sliding around all over the place. And then we're going to bring the bowl back in. So in the bowl is going to be an organic spring mix with the romaine. The ingredients that go in besides the pork chop that you saw and the sweet potatoes that you saw. We've got the onions and the Brussels sprouts. We've got sweet corn, cucumbers, green olives, Kalamata olives, the roasted pine nuts, sweet red peppers, roasted red peppers I just did, cherry tomatoes, vine ripened. It's arugula microgreens. Oh yeah, arugula microgreens for garnish. A little bit of dried colorful flowers for garnish. Cilantro. Oh, the rice and the quinoa in the big bowl. This is the yogurt tahini sauce with garlic, salt, cayenne pepper, and something else. Lime juice.
What's this called?
This is hummus.
Yay, you did it!
The hummus that we made earlier. It's a garlic hummus.
It's like all day. What is that stuff called?
I don't know. Something else I'm missing. Oh, this is queso fresco cheese. This is feta cheese. And I think that's it. I think that's everything.
Wow. And the sweet potatoes and pork chop.
Yeah, sweet potatoes, pork chop.
So this is like all your nutrition in one bowl.
There's a lot of good stuff happening in this bowl, for sure. I guess that's why they're called power bowls, is because you got your greens, you got your grains, you got lean meats, a lot of different vegetables, a lot of different vitamins are represented in the different things. You got your dairy. Unfortunately, some people can't have dairy. Sorry. So, as always, you have your taster spoon. Taster spoon, important
It's
when
the
you
most
cook.
important tool other than a knife
That's
in the
right.
entire kitchen.
You
Because
have
what do you have to do? Taste everything.
to taste everything at multiple stages during the cook.
Yep.
So, according to the timer on the stove, we got about a minute and a half.
Questions?
Yeah. Any questions, class?
Comments?
Yes, you there in the back row. Hard part. Wish they had it timed out, I guess.
Yeah. I think what the deal was this week was we should have written that recipe down because
Well, I was going to write it down, but it's one of those things where you can use anything that you like, any
I know.
vegetables that you like. So it's hard to make quote unquote a recipe because some people may not. Well, obviously we've already discovered a lot of people don't like Brussels sprouts.
But you know.
And the thing is too, you get in the store, you say, oh, that'll be good in there. Ooh, that'll be good. Let's get some of that. Yeah, let's do some of those up, and it gets bigger and bigger and
Right.
bigger. And you can roast that corn too if you want to in it.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much any of the vegetables that you want to roast, you can roast. And the onions could have been left raw, but the Brussels sprouts really and truly have to be roasted.
Alright, here we go with the
The sweet potatoes really and truly have to be roasted because a raw sweet potato is not something that's good.
ooh. Joe says that's what I love about food. It's so expressive and you can do it any way you want. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kat says I like roast carrots and potatoes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Cat knows. These people know how to eat. All right, the sweet potatoes. Probably just another couple minutes. Oh no.
Get it big.
That's fine.
Do we need something for that?
No.
Every dish in the house is dirty.
I'm just set it right there. Now we gotta check pork.
Joe says parm crushed new potatoes. Oh boy.
Nice.
Yeah, crusted. No, crushed.
Well, you can crush them and crust them.
Yeah. Roasted, crushed, tossed garlic and parmesan over and back into to crisp up.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, the sweet potatoes good.
It's got a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's
I
fine.
can deal with that.
Yeah.
I just want to hear.
No. Definitely won't have to crunch through a sweet potato. Get the.
I think we've discovered there's no sweet potato that we don't like. I didn't realize there were so many.
There's a ton of different sweet potatoes. It's crazy.
What do you need to get?
I don't think anything. I don't think. I don't
Famous
think.
last words.
All right. That's the pork
No,
chops.
you're on
Oh, I'm over here.
stove. Yeah.
Am I on stove?
Yeah.
All right. There's the pork chops. We definitely need to let them rest for just at least a couple of minutes.
Joe says same for tomatoes. I didn't realize there were so many. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Purple heirloom. Big old fat slice of that on a fresh cold cut sandwich.
Yep.
Yep.
Ooh,
Just get out of the way.
bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
Yep.
There you go.
All right. I'm gonna need the cutting board to slice this again. All right. We're going back to the cutting board one more time. And break out the ankle.
I have these black beet tomatoes before.
Beef steak.
Yeah, he says that
Switch back over.
he said you could eat them like an apple.
Nice. Switch to the
He
cutting
said
board.
next level. Alright.
Nice, nice, nice. Fixing to get into the pork chops. And then we'll start building. Which one do you want? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one?
Yeah.
Catch him by his toe.
So that's the benefit of helping him cook
She gets to choose which one she eats.
first.
Right. Yeah, the plates. Yeah, all the plates that you guys see that we take pictures of and post, that's her plate. She gets first dibs. So, I really hope this doesn't bleed out over everything. Well, not bleed out, but I hope all the juice doesn't run out of it. But we got to get going. Almost 12:40.
It just says ha ha as she should.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
Yummy, yummy for my tummy, tummy. Yeah, boy.
Uh-huh.
How's that coming through on the picture? Boy, look at that. Just a little bit of
I'm not going to say what he said.
Joe? Okay, hold on. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about how you describe it. Delicious. Cut these nice and thin, that way
Oh my God.
not a lot of chew on them whenever you take a bite.
Alright, I'm done with the stream. See y'all later.
Well, we got to build your bowl.
No, I'll just take the pork chop and go.
I'm having a real hard time not taking a piece of this and tasting it.
I know, but we have to taste everything.
Nice moon. Okay, I'll take that in. You can have this in.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow. I really wish y'all could have a bite.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
Okay, so now
Oh, that's so tender.
it's time to build a bowl.
One more time.
It's like Build a Bear,
Mm-hmm.
except you can eat this one.
Fit it on there. Here.
Yeah, just move. I put the whole cutting board over there.
Don't drop my pork chop in the floor.
That's what catch both corners. Alright, so now we're going to stay here.
There we go.
And we're going to build a bowl.
He said, "Let's go."
That's right.
We need spoons for those.
Yeah. So just a little bit of lettuce. And it's a little bit of everything. It's not a whole lot of any one particular thing. This is arugula arugula spring mix. It's got butter leaf and purple leaf and arugula and what else? Nah, I ain't gonna worry about it. It's got a bunch of greens in it. It's really good for you. How about that?
It's just a spring mix.
Yeah.
It's got radicchio and butter leaf and arugula and red leaf.
And
There we go.
your rice and your quinoa. And then you get into your vegetables. A little bit of onion.
One for the peppers.
Yeah. A little bit of Brussels sprout.
Joe says greens means good.
Yes, sir. Put the corn over the top of the rice just to kind of let it pop a little bit. Just a little bit of corn. Sorry about that.
By the way, that's my great grandmother's bowl.
Yeah. A little bit of cucumber. Just a couple of little olives right there. A little bit of Kalamata olives. A couple of cherry tomatoes here in this corner.
Oh yeah, and for you, Kat, that bowl could have come from Scotland.
Yeah, that's true.
I have to do some research on it.
A little bit of shredded, sliced red peppers. Oh, got that.
Just go
I need the hummus and the...
Don't forget the sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah, sweet potatoes. Where's my spoon go? It's not my spoon. Oh, here it is.
He's losing utensils now.
Mm-hmm.
Cat says it looks incredible.
Little sweet potato right there. Probably need one more tomato right there.
There we go. Build it up.
That's right. Little sweet potato right there.
He's got his interior designer going on here.
Yeah. You know, all guys that are 6'4", about 250, need to work on their interior design for sure.
On the plate.
A little bit of hummus right there. A little bit of yogurt tahini sauce. And these two sauces right here, it's basically your dressing for this dish, and it just really helps bring everything together.
Joe says, how are you supposed to concentrate with all that delicious food in front of you?
Right. Alright, so then we have queso fresco cheese. Just kind of give it a little sprinkle.
Cat says, I'll let my hubby know. He's 6'9".
Nice. I thought he was a tall fella from some of the pictures. It's not very often that I have to look up to people, but he would definitely be one. So that was a queso fresco, and then with a little bit of feta. This is where your salt comes from.
Mm-hmm.
They're both white cheeses, so they don't really interfere with the vibrant colors.
Joe says, I'm a short thing, haha.
And then our pine nuts, just to kind of give it another texture. Sprinkle those around.
And they're running away again.
I saw one took off.
Oh, he says I'm a short king.
Short king, yes sir.
Sorry about that.
And then, last but not least, some of these micro arugula greens. Try not to let them stick together in big old clumps.
Nothing wrong with that, Joe. My little brother is only 5 foot.
Well, Kat, if your husband's 6'9", how tall are you?
Joe says, I am 5'11", but short around here.
My daughter's 5'11", Joe.
Oh, Lord. Cat has got me by a half an inch.
Oh, really? She's
Yeah.
5'3"?
Yeah.
Nice. My wife's 5'2.5", so
Gotta get that half in there.
this is, got to get the half, because if I don't say the half, I get in trouble.
So you have the same issue I do. He puts stuff up so high, and you have to scream at him from the other room to take it down.
Yeah. This is just
ratting on you.
some edible dry flowers, just to give it some, there's more contrast, there's more colors in there, so. But that's it. That is a power bowl. Oh, I forgot the pork. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can put my pork chop on there. Okay, so Joe says, bruh, kids are so much bigger these days. Kat said, the half is important. Yes, it is. Joe says, my 12-year-old is already taller than my wife.
Right.
And Kat says, I know, right? And Kat says, same with my 13-year-old, Joe. Yep, I'm the shortest in the house, but I'm the meanest.
All right, there we go. Now we got the pork, sliced pork on top. That is the finished dish.
Oh, pretty.
Move the knife out of the way. Well, guys, I think this was probably the best stream yet.
Yeah.
A lot of interaction, a lot of talking.
Yep. Awesome.
Really?
Let's see. Joe said, when I said I'm the meanest one here, he says, hence why you get fed first. And Kat says, my 10-year-old son is almost as tall as me. And Joe says, good genes.
Cool. I do believe we are done. Anything I missed? I
Nope.
don't think so.
Being hangry is a real thing.
Ain't it though?
I'm so sorry.
Well, there you go. Now I just got to figure out how to cut the stream off again.
Enjoy you, man. Thanks.
And you thank y'all for coming.
Appreciate everybody being here. Joe, Kat, Hurley. Thanks. Enjoy your meal. I was trying to remember there was somebody else that stopped in earlier.
Yeah, YOLO.
YOLO, yeah. YOLO stopped in. Guys, y'all have a great day. We'll see y'all next time. Kat, probably see you on stream tomorrow. Joe, probably talk to you in chat on PLJ's stream. So, y'all have a great evening or a great afternoon.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for stopping by.